If you ever lose power, these are the steps to reestablish power. The breaker panel is right at the bottom of the stairs, and just open the door. All the steps are spelled out right here, but I'm just going to walk through them so they're clear. First thing you do is shut the main breaker switch off. Then you start switching all these branch breaker switches off. That's the next step. You do it all the way down to shut everything. Next step is you slide this up, which is called the interlock panel, now that the breaker switch is off. And then you flip this over so it's beneath this and keeps it in place. And this is the switch that allows the generator to operate. This is the backup generator with a foul weather cover on it. And in order to roll it outside, you pull this handle up, pick it up carefully, it's relatively heavy, and then just roll it out outside. Next step is to plug in the cable for the generator into the quick connect socket here, which is to the right of the heat pump outside the garage. The quick connect cable is in this bag, and it's normally right with the generator and has the cable in it. So here's the cable that goes into the quick connect socket. It's rather big and stiff, but you can see by the pattern on here how it goes in. This guy goes into this over here on the left side. So you snap that in place. That ring doesn't really do anything. Now you position the generator in a place where you can plug the other end of the cable into the generator. This is a protective skirt that's held on with Velcro. You pull this off so you can access the control panel here, and this needs to plug in, the other end needs to plug in to this socket all the way on the left, which says 50A for 50 amp. 2 steps before starting the generator. On the side of the generator opposite the control panel, you just push that over that way to choke the engine. Stepping around the generator to this end where the pull start is, this is the fuel switch, and you have to turn that on so it's pointing up, straight up and down. Finally, to start the generator, you have to switch this up into the on position, turn the battery power on, this little light will come on, and then you just have to hit the start button. Once the generator is running, it's important to put the skirt back on that covers the control panel to protect it. Once the generator is running, you can start turning the breakers on one by one. Don't turn the ones on that have the blue X, upstairs heat pump, new dryer, or dryer. Everything else can be turned on one at a time. And of course, the generator's running outside. You don't want to do anything with this one. You just leave it right where it is and flip all these breakers on. When you've finished using the generator, you should shut the battery power off, and you should shut this switch off. Also, the fuel should be shut off, so you flip this up so it's parallel to the ground like that, rather than pointing straight up and down. To refuel the generator, this is the gas tank right here. You may be able to just open up this window here to fuel up the generator. But maybe it would just be easier to release these plastic straps on the corner and just pull this whole thing back to fill it up. Once the power is announced as being back on, it's important to shut the generator down, take the plug out, pack everything up, and wheel it back into the garage. This is before doing anything on the panel inside. Once you hear that the power's back on, or outside you hear that there aren't any generators running in the neighborhood, you shut the generator down, and then you come back and you basically reverse everything in here. And you essentially slide the generator switch back. This interlock plate goes down, and then you switch the main breaker back on. There, it's kind of a stiff thing. And that's it.